Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So recently I just did a video on the game Berserk for the Atari 2600. It was the voice enhanced one, and I just did kind of a Brian Plays video. And one of the people in the comments, James Henderson, kind of made a comment that, he's going to be watching some of my videos to kind of cheer himself up because he's stuck in the hospital for a week. And that kind of sucks. Nobody wants to ever be stuck in a hospital. And so I thought, hey man, that's cool. If there's anything you would like me to do a video on, just throw it in the comments. Maybe I can do it. And he picked a good one. He picked Swords and Serpents from the Intellivision. And this is a game that I've literally been meaning to get around to. I actually have the cartridge and everything, and I have the manual. I was reading up on it, and I just never got around to making the video. So now is the chance to actually play this game. So I've been kind of playing it a little bit to just figure out everything that's been going on, because it's not a game you can just throw in your Intellivision and just start playing, because you won't know what's going on. So anyways, let's get started and let's start playing the game. So it does give you a couple of game modes. There's game 1, which is just a one player. You play as the prince. And then there's part 2, or not, player 2 I should say, that's a wizard that can actually cast spells. So if you've actually seen games like Gauntlet, you'll see that there's some similarities here. So this is the game in progress. So what happens is you start off in this kind of treasure room, and that's a treasure box. Before I read the manual, I had no idea what that was. And then you see these scrolls everywhere. So the scrolls, actually, you can read them, and they're either going to give you magic spells, but unfortunately it's only for the wizard, or they're going to teleport you. So I think this one will teleport me, which I don't really want to do. So I'm going to just wander around. So that's, your dude there. Kind of reminds me of the guy in, what's his name, Winky from Venture. You look like a circle. And that was like a phantom guy. I just killed him. So you're going to wander around and actually looking for these treasures. That's like a shield there. It's just a treasure. So you just hit the enter button and then you pick it up. And to actually score points, it's not just simply grabbing a treasure, but you actually have to take this treasure back to where you started. Back to the treasure room, I guess they call it. And drop it in there. And this is where the overlay really is important, because half the time I have to switch between to remember what button I have to push. I think I did it right there. And so yes, so now I just pulled up my stats, and it says number of knights 9, so that's me, I'm a knight, and then in hand 0 treasures, stored 1. So I stored a treasure in a chest and a value of 50 points. So on this first kind of level, they say, there's 4 levels, I actually stored a treasure. And in each level you get treasure from, the treasure's worth more money, more points, I should say. Now that sound is kind of annoying, the walking sound. Kind of wish you could toggle that off. It's just like that, the game I played on the Atari, what was it, the Cataclysm, or I forgot the name of it. The Catacombs game, where you can actually turn off the walking noise. But this game's pretty big and it loops, so when you're walking, eventually you're going to walk by what you've already walked by. So you'll just keep going down, and eventually you'll just come to the top, and it looks like it just continuously keeps going on loops. So you never ever get to a point where you just can't go any further. So I'm going to pick that up. Ooh, I just got blown up. Now the fighting in this game is very simple. I mean, you literally just have to touch them with your sword and they die. You don't have to swing it. You don't have to do any kind of fancy stuff. It's just literally touch them with your sword. And that's it. They explode. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, a lot of this is exploring and just seeing what you have in your inventory. So I have one in hand, so I found my treasure chest again. So I'm going to go and drop that. So now I have 100 points. And when you hit 300 points, you actually gain another life. So you can see actually in there I have 7 knights. You start off with 9 lives, like you're a cat or something. But yeah, that's pretty much, I mean, that's the game. And you got to find the Serpents room, which is probably not on the first level, obviously. You got to get the staircase. And getting to that staircase, you got to find the key. So there's a lot of elements to this game that are similar to other games. Kind of like Adventure on the Atari 2600, where you know, kind of the same idea. You wander around, you look for a key. In an Adventure, you got to find the the item. What was it? Whoa! Forgot what it was. It's whoa! A chalice. That's it. Mine went blank there. You got to find the chalice and return it to the castle. So it's sort of a similar idea here, where you got to find the treasures, return it to the treasure room. That's the stairs, I believe, but I don't have the key yet, so I can't actually go anywhere. So I got to find that key. The thing is, I did find it a little bit hard to kind of know where you're going. And if you're on the top, if you're on the bottom, if you've already looped past the top point to where you're at the bottom already, it's a little bit tricky because there's no map that you can actually look at to see where you are in the maze. So it's really just a lot of wandering around. Let's go read the scroll. So you gotta go in there, you gotta hit the read to fireball. Yeah, so that's not gonna do anything for me because I'm not a wizard and I can't cast spells, unfortunately. Now what would have been neat is if they gave you the option, kind of like in Gauntlet, where you can just choose your character, and if you want to be the wizard or not be the wizard. And that thing over there, that just cures your wound. So getting hit in this game is a little bit different. Like it's literally you take 2 hits to lose 1 life. So you start off white, a white color, and then when you get hit the first time, you actually turn gray. So I'm gray right now, which means I'm wounded. So if I went to one of those things there that was below, just like, I think it's a lantern they call it, and touch it, you get that wound healed. So you go back to white, which is what I am right now, white. Yeah. So it's really tough. I mean, there's not a lot of give in this game, and whoa, some things just fly out of nowhere and hit you. And I found these walls are annoying too. Those walls that are crunching in and out. It's really hard to get through there because this guy moves a little bit slow. And that's another, you know, that's probably one of the bigger gripes I have with this game is the slow movement. And it's probably because, you know, this is a pretty big game. There's a lot going on. And, you know, it's probably hard for the processor to keep up to make this any faster. 'Cause this is like, you know, it's a nice smooth scrolling game. It's not like, you know, you have to go into one room and then it flips over to the next room like in Adventure. Like, this is actually full-on scrolling. So, you know, for what it is, it actually does a pretty good job. I'm gonna pick that up. Found me a treasure. I'm still looking for the key, though. Once I find the key, then I can actually go down the staircase. But then I have to go and find the staircase again, which is annoying. But if you're really into these types of games where you have to explore a lot, you have to wander around, I mean that's pretty much what this is. It'll obviously be a lot better with a second player. Oh, I just got killed there. Just so you can have access to the spells. And this is another one of those unique games where, oh geez, there's 2 different overlays that come with this game. So there's a right overlay and a left overlay. One is meant for the wizard player, and one is meant for the night player. How do I read that? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, so I've already been here. And so, yeah, it's pretty unique, because usually with the Intellivision, the overlays are the same. Ah, here we go. Okay, I can heal myself. You see I'm that kind of gray color. If I go over that and hit enter, now I've just healed a wound. Unfortunately, you don't get a life back. So once you lose a life, it's gone. The only way to get more lives is to get more points. So it's like 300 points, you get an extra life. But to do that, you need to get the treasures and get back to the treasure chest and store the treasures. Kind of a different concept, because you know most games like these, like The Legend of Zelda and stuff, you just find it and it stays in your inventory. You don't necessarily store it anywhere. But I guess that's how they figured this would make the game more challenging and much bigger of a game, much longer. There we go. Oh, jeez. Those things are annoying. Okay, I'm going to store the stuff in here. So now I have 150 points. Not bad. I don't know how to get to that treasure. Let's see if we can get to that treasure over there. I really hate these things because I almost never make it through. You almost have to like stop right on the entrance and just go. So there, we did it. Let's see if I can get to that treasure. I saw it down there. There it is. Still didn't get the key though. Pick that up. Go find the key now. Ah, there's another treasure. Kind of looks like a helmet or, I don't know, Optimus Prime's head. I'm going to pick that up. Whoa! Aw, game over. And I never got the key. Oh well. But that's pretty much the game. I've yet to get to the second level, because, you know, every time I find the key, I don't find the staircase. I find the staircase, I don't find the key. But if you just keep playing it and playing it and playing it, I'm sure you start to get the hang of the, you know, the level design, and you start to figure out where things are based on the scrolls, based on the items, and you can probably figure this out. It's just a game that you just need to play a lot. And that's probably what I would have done when I was younger. I probably would have just sat here playing this all the time and learned the map. But much like Adventure for the Atari 2600, I always just get lost. Anyways, hope you liked the video. I hope James Henderson actually watches this and is happy to see this game and gets better for whatever reason he's in the hospital. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.